So in meanwhile, we have life's false start. Because the life's false start, this fire nature was born. Between pain and joy, they were born because of life's false start. I told you, false start, they, one of the horses begin the race before the gun is fired. That's the false start. In the race, before the gun go, before you see that person has already jumped the line, beginning line. That is false start. That is not allowed. Now, it is that which has really caused all this problem. False start. Somebody over jumped the line before the gun was fired, and it has given rise to this trained good and evil. It is a false start which has given rise to this. Then, because of that, what is the false start? With that came the melody of mind. Actually, evil and good came with the appearance of mind. Evil and good came with the appearance of mind. In the pure physical world, there is no evil, no good. Mountains, rivers, trees, even trees also, you see. There is no evil and good. They follow their own natural course of things, you see. They don't argue with that. Even in the case of the animals, when a tiger is eating a deer, it doesn't apply moral considerations. Should I eat or should I not? Whether it is a bad thing or a good thing, it doesn't question. It is, that's all. And the deer also becomes happy to become a part of a larger vital. Tiger's vital is larger than the deer's vital. It feels that it got absorbed into a larger vital. So in that sense, it feels happy. So there is no question of evil and good there, you see. It is a law. A cat will eat a rat. Well, there is no question of argument there at all. Because it had to happen that way. But but the moment mind came, then you start arguing. All the moral laws, etc., came with mind, with mental ideas of how things. Its pang of thought, its quest for the aim of life. That is what it happened. Actually, when did falsehood enter into the entire sequence? It entered with the appearance of mind. With the appearance of mind. It twisted into forms of good and ill. So that is what we are giving now. The frank simplicity of the animals will act naturally in their own way. They are not bothered. And the simplicity of that thing is twisted by mind. It turned the straight path hewn by the body's gods, followed the zigzag of the uncertain course of life that wanders seeking for its aim in the pale starlight falling from thought's skies. It guides the unsure idea, the wavering will. So that is what mind does it. Mind itself is uncertain and it guides the idea. Its will is uncertain. We always say wavering will. You see, whenever we have any difficulty to choose this or that, we always say we are in two minds. We are in two minds, you see. We are not able to decide ourselves. It means that we are in two minds. I will say you are lucky that you have got two minds. It's of one mind, you see. But the problem is we cannot decide whether I should accept this or that. Mind cannot decide by which mind you should go. Mind cannot decide. In fact, most of the time, the decision comes not from mind, but from life force. It is life force which decides to tell you, do this or do that. It's not mind by reasoning, impossible. It is a life, we decide that thing, you see. So our two minds are useless, you see, that we see. It is that bewering mind. Loss of the instincts, safe identity. See, she is a great psychologist. This lady is really a great psychologist. See. Instincts, safe identity. You see, a grass is there. A cow will not eat a poison grass. She knows it by instinct. She is not taught in any school of medicine. Eat this grass or that grass. How much fat it contains, how much carbohydrate contains. No, 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 no. It has its own instincts and it organizes itself and does it all those things very beautifully, you see. Instinct, safe identity, you see. It will avoid the poison grass. It knows by itself, you see. With the arrow point of being's inmost sight. So there is something from within it and comes out. Mar the sure steps of nature's simple walk. So nature is there all the while, but mind comes and it destroys the simple walk of nature. And truth and freedom in the growing soul. So we lose our freedom, that whole process. Out of some ageless innocence and peace, now she is going into the deeper cause of this working of mind. She is developing a whole essay as a perfect argument. You see, this lady is a very well educated lady. She is developing the whole argument in a very systematic manner, like an essay. You see. Out of some ageless innocence and peace, we have come from some privilege of souls not yet betrayed to birth, up there, innocence and peace, because you are not faced the world here around before the birth, betrayed to birth. They are not taken the birth yet in the transcendental. Cast down to suffer on this hard, dangerous earth. That is the great outer truth. Up there, the soul does not see that. Our life was born in pain with a cry. It chose to come out of this innocence and peace. Our soul chose to come out of that innocence and peace and prefer to take birth in pain with a cry. Maybe it has a certain purpose, but it has chosen that way. Although earth nature welcomes heaven's breath. So that is the coming of the soul into earth nature. It welcomes. Yes, you have come, welcome. Inspiring matter, because the soul has entered into matter, there is an opening which is coming out in matter because of that. Inspiring matter with a will to live. That is how life has entered in. 1,000 ills assail the mortal soul and wear away the natural joy of life. Our bodies are an engine cunningly made. Now she is developing her argument. But for all its parts as cunningly are planned. In fact, our whole chemical engineering of our body is so perfect. Everything happens in a very systematic, mechanical manner. See, the whole engineering is really perfect that way. It is very perfectly made. Things happen systematically. See, the child is born, then its teeth start coming up, it starts walking, it develops further faculties like that. Everything is cunningly made, planned, contrived ingeniously with demon skill. Yeah, it is only the demon who can do that kind of a thing. You see. Its apt, inevitable heritage of mortal danger and peculiar pain, its payment to the tax of time and fate, its way to suffer and its way to die. What is the payment? To live. Our urge is to live, and for that we have to make the payment. What is the payment? Of time and fate, of tears, of suffering, of peculiar pain. That is the payment. This is the ransom. So we are captives here, and we can be freed only when that amount is paid to nature. This is the ransom of our high estate, the sign and stamp of our humanity. A grisly company of maladies. So very frightful, horrendous people are there around, and we keep them all around us in our company. We are in their company. Come, licensed lodgers, they come and sit in us. They come and sit in us. Purveyors of death and torturers of life, purveyors of death. These lodgers who are sitting in us, they are the suppliers of goods to us, good to death. They supply all our things to as payment to death. Means we are being led to death. Death and torturers of life, they are the purveyor. Purveyor is basically the royal supplier of provisions. King is there and he needs all the provisions to maintain the household, the palace or whatever it is. The person who supplies those things is called the purveyor. So here these are the purveyors, they supply the food of death to us, you see. In the Maryland hollow of the world, in its subconscious cavern passages. We'll see these things in more detail later on, but let us go further up. She is asking now a few pointed questions, and we'll see that thing again in more detail. She is describing the entire state of man, the way in which we live and do things. All war, peace, quarrel, this, she is describing the entire history of man. And then finally she is coming that all is an episode in a meaningless tale. She is summarizing the entire history of man in one single line. A meaningless tale. What is it all for? We are living here. It is a tale which has no moral, which has no outcome, nothing, you see. Is it a meaningless tale? She is summarizing. And then she is going to ask a few pointed questions to Narad. She is going to ask a few questions to him. She is saying, now all is an episode in a meaningless tale. Well, it is a kind of an echo of Shakespeare's line, you see. Shakespeare. So she has read Shakespeare also, you see. This lady, you see. And then she says, why is it all? This is the story of man, of humankind. Why is it all? This suffering, this pain, this horror. Why? She is asking that question. Please let me know. Where from are we here? Are we born from here or we come from somewhere? If to some being of eternal bliss is our spirit's destiny, if our spirit's destiny is to some other being, or some still impersonal height of endless calm, she is anticipating that thing, that our destiny is to return to something, that our objective is to reach a height of endless calm. She is giving alternatives. She is giving alternatives. If that is our destiny, because she is arguing also, because from that we have come and to that we go back. She has read Upanishad. She has read Taittiriya Upanishad. From Ananda we have come, in Ananda we live, to Ananda we go back. She has read that thing. We have come from that, we live in that. She has read Taittiriya Upanishad also, you see. Since that we are, and out of that we came, whence rose the strange and sterile interlude. That is a dramatic question. From the world of bliss we have come, to the world of bliss we go. Then where is this interlude from? Why this grief then in between? Whence rose the strange and sterile interlude, lasting in vain through interminable time? As it is no end to that, you see, it is going on and on. So that is her question. Then she says, or if these beings must be, and their brief lives, what need had the soul of ignorance and tears? Why pain, why suffering, why? She is asking that question, you see. What is the need of that, you see? Whence rose the call of sorrow, and call for sorrow and for pain. Wherefrom it has come? Or all came helplessly without a cause. She is exhausting all the possibilities in the question. or all came helplessly without a cause. Somebody marred the work and it happened. What power for the immortal spirit to birth? Immortal spirit to birth. Who could compel the immortal spirit? Immortal spirit is not bound by any law, by its own right. It can exercise its own choice. Then who has compelled it to take birth? Who has compelled it? The eternal witness, once of eternity, a deathless sojourner with transient sin. He has come here in the transient sin. He camps in life's half-lived obscurity. Why is he sitting here in this camp of night, amid the debris of his thoughts and dreams? If that is the case, or otherwise, or who persuaded it to fall from bliss? If he has not come of his own choice, who persuaded him to take this birth and forfeit his immortal privilege? You see, it was free, immortal, but who has persuaded, made him, compelled him to do that kind of a thing? You see, who laid on it the sealess will to live? If he has own free choice, then when the question of somebody imposing his will on him, who has laid them? Who is stronger than him? A wanderer in his beautiful, sorrowful world and bear his load of joy and grief and love. Who has compelled him to do that thing? So she's asking a series of questions like that, you see. Or if no being watches the verse of time, if nobody has compelled him, what hard impersonal necessity? Again, she's coming back to that question. By what necessity he has taken this birth? If it is not necessity, if this is not the case, then a great illusion has been the stars. This whole world is Maya, Mithya, illusion. And if it is an illusion, if nobody has done that kind of a thing, if it is an illusion, then there is no issue there. There is no answer to that. Is it like that? Is this world an illusion? And there is no escape from that. But where then is the soul's security? If it is an illusion, she is naturally asking the question, where is the security of the soul then? It's poised in the circling of unreal suns. If the suns are not real, then why it is circling around here constantly? Why? So she is demanding an answer. Is this an illusion? Is this mithyavad of Shankara? She has read Shankara also. But where then is soul security? Is poised in the circling of unreal sun, or it is a wanderer from his home. Well, he started drifting away from his house and strayed into a blind alley. He has come to a dead stop, to a dead end, helpless, blind. He cannot see himself. Who strayed into a blind alley of time and chance. Again, she is coming back to her original question. Chance, necessity, will. See, all the three she is coming back to it. And finds no issue from a meaningless world. Because she has entered into a blind alley, there is no issue at all for that. Is it like that? Means, is the creation purposeless? Is the creation an illusion? Is it a purposeless creation? She is asking. Or where begins and ends illusion's reign? If it is only a certain aspect in the totality of things, that only illusion is here, not here, not here, then where does it begin, where does it end? Naturally, she is asking. If in the human consciousness, somehow the illusion is the reason, how it has the reason, that illusion? How it is going to end? And later on, or where begins and ends illusion's reign? Perhaps, so she is arguing now all the things. Ultimately, she is considering, she is saying, she is giving up. She says, perhaps the soul we feel is only a dream. Swapna. It is swapna, dream. There is no real soul at all. So it is an illusion or a dream. Shivandu has written a long essay in the Light Divine about this swapna and illusion and dream. Eternal self, a fiction. So it is an illusion It is a dream, it is a fiction, sensed in trance somehow. So she is asking now these questions to him. What is it and all that? This is the earth's question she is raising to the seer. And it is only the seer who can answer these deep questions, you see, only the seer who can answer these questions. And the seer is ready with the answers. He came fully prepared from his heaven. He knew that he will be asked these questions in the palace. When he is entering here, he is fully prepared. He has already consulted his books and all that thing, studied, and he is now ready there. And he is going to talk for about 2 hours, answering each and every point which is raised by this lady. Each and every point which is raised by her, he is going to talk for about 2 hours now.